Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Well, young fella went out and harvested some stuff. He'd done a brilliant job. I asked him to go and get some cattail heads, and he went, and I said, don't do anything dangerous, because the cattail heads are in a stormwater drain and whatnot. And he went and got me 20 heads. So I am set now for cattail heads for the foreseeable future. And he said there are hundreds, literally hundreds of these things there at the local stormwater drain. But he got as many as he could. I'm not going to get any more. That is going to do me for enough for all the experiments I want to do for the next. I don't need any more as far as experiments go, but all the fooling around I'm going to do with cattail heads. I'm going to dry all that out. I've already got one bag full of nitrated cattail head fluff. I'll probably dry half of this out for coal extenders and then half of it out for fluff, and that'll be me set for the next 12 months at least. And then he went and harvested all these rocks. I said, keep an eye out for rocks too while you're down there. And he got all these. I've tested every one of them, and they all spark. So they're not the best rocks you can get, but these are just rocks sitting in a culvert drain, like a stormwater drain. So the sun's in the wrong spot, but they all spark. They're not the best sparkable stones that you can get, but I can spark off them. So there was one that I did see. Beautiful little bit of quartzite. It is a fantastic piece. I don't know if that's coming up because the sun is in the wrong spot, and but that one, it sparked really well. It was probably the best bit out of all of them. All of these sparked well to mediocre. Some of them sparked really well, but yeah, some of them were pretty ordinary. Yeah, and all of them degraded at points, and yeah. So, but for the amount that was there, that's in the shade. Oh, that's generating lots of sparks. No dramas, you know, like that's quartzite. Nice piece of quartzite. So, you know, like, and there is plenty of them in there, you know, nice bits. I did break a couple up with the hammer, just to make sure I could get into it. Another piece of quartzite. That's that stuff that I saw. If you hit that with it, it just crumbles. But yeah, yeah, some of it was pretty ordinary, but I got sparks off it. So yeah, that piece I would definitely say, yeah, not a problem whatsoever. That's a keeper. But yeah, a whole bag, like, oh, that one there, that's a nice piece. That there was probably the best. It was sharing sparks there before. That's a nice piece. I wouldn't have any problems with that piece there. That's going in my bucket. I'll probably bang it open and break it down a bit, you know, like as far as just a bop it out so it's got some nice sharp edges on it, just to make sure it's got some nice fracture points on it, because it's got some fracture points there. So I'll break it open and use it, you know. But most of that's neither here nor there, but there's a whole bag of it there, you know, like, yeah, but this is just at the local culvert drain, so a stormwater drain, you know, so, you know, just there. So there's plenty of rocks around if you're looking for it. And the young fella's he's not even really knowing what he... Look, I had to discard a fair bit of stuff that he had there, but like 80% of what he got me was really useful. So useful stone, so he knows what he's looking for now, and what he picks up is good usable stone that we could spark off and generate embers from. So yeah, and even though we don't get flint here in Australia, we are getting usable stone. It's not flint, fair enough, but it is quartzite or in the quartz range of stone, you know. So yeah, just have a look around, especially for other resources. This cattail heads, obviously it's in season at the moment, so yeah, if you've got the ability to harvest them, I'd be getting as many of them as you can, because it's a seasonal thing. And once you get your hands on some potassium nitrate, definitely nitrate the fluff and dry some out for coal extenders, because once they're dry, you can put a bit of an ember on one, and yeah, they ember up, and yeah, just burn ember away, you know, without a problem. I've shown that as well. These are very, very green and very wet. They'll take a fair bit of drying out, but yeah, I'll dry them out. It might take me a month to dry them out, because I'm not going to worry about throwing them in the oven or anything like that. I'll just dry them out naturally, and yeah, I'm in no rush now, because I've got plenty of nitrated fluff to fool around with at the moment, and I'll dry these out over the course of the next month or so, and yeah, next season obviously I'll get the same again, and just keep going with them, because I love these things now. I'm having great fun fooling around with them. But anyway, I wanted to report on the harvest today, and this is just in a local suburban area. So yeah, even if you are in a local suburban area, you're going to get resources around. You just have to look for them. Anyway, thanks for watching.